Well, good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having an incredible start to your day. My name is Jeff Street. I teach people how to make money from home online. And remember yesterday, we talked about you don't have to be perfect. You just got to go out and, start. And, here we are. We're, going live on Instagram and Facebook at the same time. Yesterday, my Instagram IGTV ended up being sideways. Today, I couldn't get my tripod to work perfectly, so I'm not even 100% sure if I'm actually live on Instagram or not, but that's okay. If not, we'll do it again later on for that one. But, again, you got to go out and just take action. And that's one of the things. Action is one of the things we're going to really talk about here today, because just thinking about something isn't enough. And here we are. It's 2021. People have new goals. People are ready for the year. We talked about writing your goals down. We talked about looking at them all the time. We talked about having them in front of you, being obsessed with your goals. But just thinking about them, isn't enough. See, in the Bible it says faith without works is dead. And there's an old Christian parable, I believe it's called the parable of the flood. And here's what it talked about. It was that, a real spiritual man, and, there was a storm coming into his town, and they believed there was going to be flood waters, and, all kinds of warnings saying, get out, get away, take cover, go somewhere safe. And the man said, you know what? I'm not going to go anywhere. God is going to go out and save me. And then all of a sudden the waters started coming in, and they started to rise, and he was on his porch, and an individual came by with a canoe. They're like, listen, sir, this is going to get dangerous. Jump in the canoe. He said, I don't need to jump in the canoe. God is going to save me. And then the waters continued to rise. And a speedboat came by, and they listen, it's getting kind of bad out there. Like, you might die. Like, this is serious. Jump in the boat. He said, no, I don't need to jump in the boat. God is going to go out and save me. And then it got real high. And here he was up on his roof. And a helicopter comes by. And here's what happens with the helicopter. It drops the ladder down. And the pilot's like, listen, you got to climb up the ladder, get in the helicopter. I will save you. No, you're not going to save me. God is going to save me. And the waters kept rising. And the man drowned. And he went to heaven. And he was mad. And he was like, listen, I was a believer. I believed in you. Like, I prayed for you. I believed you were going to take care of me. Good morning, Lena. You were going to save me. And here's what God said. God said, listen, I sent you a warning. I sent you a canoe, a speedboat, and a helicopter. What more would you have wanted me to do? See, how many people do you know in life that have been praying for things, that have written them down, that have been thinking about them, that the opportunity was right there in front of them, but they just never went out and took any action? See, in this book, Think and Go Rich, it talks about whatever you think about, you become. And I believe truly that of the law of attraction, that when you think about something, that the circumstances, the people, the opportunities, those things are going to come into your life, but just having them come in your life isn't enough unless you go out and take action. So drop a comment that says take action. Drop a comment that says take action. I'll never forget. I was in the worst situation financially in my life 15 years ago, business falling apart, and I remember waking up one morning and there was a quote on my bedroom wall that I hadn't looked at in years. It said, the day that you know you've made it is when you can't go to sleep because reality is better than your dreams. And I dropped to my knees that morning and I prayed. And I prayed that God would put something in my life, and that very same day, my mentor, Patrick Mazer, pulled up in front of my cell phone store, walked into my store, and asked me if I was open to opportunities. Now, imagine if I had said no. Imagine if I had said, again, the people, the situations, the circumstances, the opportunities will get put in your life, but you got to go out and take action. So guys, if you believe today's message was helpful for you, hit the share button so somebody else can go out and get something out of today's message. And again, drop a comment that says action. See, just thinking about it isn't enough. You got to go out and take action. I hope everybody has an incredible day. Again, my name is Jeff Street. I teach people how to make money from home, online. God bless everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow.